Hey guys, and welcome back to another StarCraft II shoutcast. MrJargon here, bringing you Game 2 of the best of 3 between Axslav and Demuslim. This time on Tal'Darim. Up here in the top right as our red Protoss, we have Infinity 7's Axslav, and in the top left is our blue Terran. We do have Evil Genius's Demuslim. So in the last game we saw on Antigua Shipyard, we see a very nice setup and defense. The proxy pylons by Axslav were so smart. I know I touched on this last game. The previous one before this was fantastic there by Axslav. He had complete vision of drops coming out. Unfortunately for him, EGDesrow did not do any of these sort of sneaky drops, and instead just went for the straight attack up the middle. Cleaned him out because Axslav didn't have any way to deal with this mass unit sort of style of play, which is obviously completely standard. I'm not entirely sure why he didn't have any of that up. Maybe it was just late on the upgrades for the charge, but decided to go for the blink first. As I said, when you usually go blink, you typically go for a Colossus sort of play, because you have, that's sort of the unit composition you have. So it was very interesting that he went for blink stalkers with just a gateway force. Quite questionable in my opinion, but it did lead to his defeat in that last game, as he did have the upgrade advantage. So anyway, up here on Tal'Darim, in these positions I think it's completely fine. I think almost all positions are fine on this map just because it's a nice and big map. So we should be seeing possibly another macro game. I wouldn't say last game was too heavy on the macro. They both expanded to their third really early, which is quite interesting because that doesn't usually happen. As we do see now, Axslav coming out to go for his 1-gate expand. Actually, is this a Nexus first? Axslav coming out for a Nexus first. That's interesting. This could be rather dangerous depending on how Demuslim reacts. It looks like he is saving up for 400, but however, he can just slap down another 2 barracks if he feels that that's necessary. So we're going to be seeing what he's going to do here. Just come up, seize the Nexus first, and then he's thinking, oh, hang on, what's going on now? So what is his reaction going to be? He's going for the command center. Will he slap down more barracks, or will he go for his command center of his own? It looks like he's going to go for his command center, but that's fine. That's a nice little bit of macro play there. We'll have to see what he does decide to do. So back in Axslav's base, he will have a nice advantage if he can hold this base and get it up. Chrono boosting 2 lots of probes out at once is very interesting. And here we go. Here comes the barracks that I was on about, and another few more barracks. This is very interesting here by Demuslim. You see the positioning that he's put them, so he can float them down off of here and float them down off of here and get the units there really fast. Obviously, he has to do that because if he doesn't, and Axslav manages to get some stalkers out, he's going to be in trouble. And as you actually see a forge going up, so is there going to be some cannons going up? If he can get some cannons up here, cannons are excellent against Marines, especially in the early game, without stim, without combat shield, without any upgrades. Cannons will absolutely destroy the Marines. So I'm actually feeling really good for Axslav here if he can actually pull this together and keep his cool during this defense. He should be getting his Cybernex core up now, and we should be seeing some units coming out of him as soon as he has the money. He's really building a lot at the moment, but he really does need to get a couple of cannons down. Whether he got that 4 cannons or not, I would imagine he would. Yep, there's 1 cannon going down. This is going to look really good for him here, as we do see Demuslim now starting to produce off of these barracks. He's going to get a lot of Marines really fast. We do have a probe here scouting around the outside. We're going to have to see what's going to be. Now, this is a really smart play by Demuslim. He's put up this bunker. The probe thinks, okay, he's going to probably be expanding because there's a bunker here. Really smart play, when in fact he's not going for the expand whatsoever. He's going to go for the kill. So Axslav at the minute thinks that there's an expansion. Probably if he knew that there wasn't, he'd be putting more than 1 cannon down. So it's going to be really interesting. I want to see how many Marines he's actually stacking up here and where he's hiding them. Just here. Plus another few there, and they've just pumped out some more. So he's getting quite a few Marines up, and you see the chrono boost on the Nexus and the Forge here. So getting a very early armor upgrade. So all he's going to have so far is a cannon and a zealot, and getting out a stalker now. That stalker is vital in defending these Marine pushes, and it looks like he's going to bring SCVs with him. This could be it now. He could be in lots of trouble, and he doesn't even see this coming, so this is going to be interesting. Another cannon does go down, though. He's actually putting quite a few cannons down, so he must have had something at this watchtower. And he should be chrono boosting down that stalker as much as he can, but this looks like it's going to be too much. He's bringing the probes now. He's actually going to have a really nice advantage. If he can defend that, cannon, a lot of this will go down. Doesn't matter if he loses probes at this point. Does not matter if he loses probes at this point. And the cannon's about to go down, but the Stalker's out. Can he defend against this? I don't think he can now. There's a lot of Marines here, and it's looking really bad. But the other cannons are about to finish up. It looks like he could actually defend against this, and Demuslim could be in some trouble. He needs to bypass those cannons, go straight into the main, but he's not. So now the cannon's actually focusing down the Marines, and if he gets rid of the Marines, the SCVs will have no chance. And this looks like Axslav has actually defended this really, really well. Now 2 Stalkers are out. They can kite this force for days. And actually, Demuslim there focusing a pylon, which is really questionable since it's not going to supply lock him. But I guess he didn't know that. But the fact that he just killed so many probes, he should have known that. And tried for a sneaky block there, but it's not going to work. He's still rallying in a lot of Marines here, so pulling the probes again. Actually, the defense is still going on. Another photon cannon going down. Does he? Yes, he focuses down the photon cannon, so doesn't get a cancel on that. No refunds on that, but it looks like this is going to be defended here by Axslav. Very nice defense. He catches the units moving out just in time to slap down 2 more cannons. I have a feeling that Demuslim maybe could have defeated this if he focused down those other cannons. Some nice micro there pulling back that Stalker. But now that 3 Stalkers are out, you really can't do anything with unupgraded Marines. And here comes more SCVs. This is the final all-in from the all-in. He has to make sure he doesn't lose that Stalker. 4 Stalkers now. A very formidable force considering he can just counter this all day. Counter this? Yeah, counter this all day. Why not? We'll continue with counter. And as you've seen in the production cap, there's nothing but probes, Marines, SCVs, and Stalkers being made, which is all that needs to be done. Another 2 Stalkers coming out. I'm going to sacrifice one of them by warping them in there, but he does actually micro it back, so he actually just loses Marines for it. And this is very well played here by Axslav. GG's called by Demuslim. Game 2 goes to Axslav, so we're tied up here 1-1. And these guys are still mining. I don't know why. Look at him go. He's already called... Guys, he's called GG. You can stop. Or don't, or carry on. There we go. So, yeah, tied up here 1-1. First game went to Demuslim on Antigua. Second game to Axslav on Tal'Darim. Stay tuned for game number 3.